We have to make a deal, otherwise it's going to be very traumatic. Very traumatic. I don't want that to happen, but we have to make a deal. They should have made a deal the first time, and they got midnight hammer.
Despite Trump claiming that Iran must enter into a deal with the US, it is clear that the US is determined to have a regime collapse and regime change in Iran. It wants the Ayatollahs out of power sooner than later. We have seen all the attempts by the US to intimidate the Iranian regime. Now it is telling them to enter into a nuclear deal. Once they agree on that, they are saying they must enter into a missiles deal, where the range of Iranian missiles should be limited to 300 to 500 kilometers. And this has been ensured by having the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu coming to the White House to push for the same. For we all know the intention of Israel is to ensure that once they start attacking Iran, they will not have a means of responding to the attack like they did in the 12 Days War when they rained Tel Aviv with long-range missiles. Nevertheless, the US has even sabotaged the economy of Iran. The other day, the Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent was bragging that they had executed a maximum pressure campaign on Iran, where they sanctioned Iran to the point that they could not have any export of oil, hence denying them hard cash in dollars. Hence, they could not pay for their imports and they could not stabilize their currency, leading to an economic collapse. And also the outcome of the economic collapse, there were mass riots, which again were infiltrated by the CIA and the Mossad, whereby even Trump himself would threaten to attack the Iranian regime in case the protesters were attacked. Well, during the protests, the Iranians were able to prevail and suppress the protests. So that didn't work. And now we have this idea of surrounding the US, or rather the Iranians, with US armada and threatening to attack it anytime. We have seen a second aircraft carrier heading to the shores of Iran, of course, increasing pressure for Iran to enter into this deal with the US. Well, as things stand, the Iranians are holding their ground and saying whether they go down or not, they must go down with a serious war on their hands against the US, since they know they have to fight a war of survival in case they are either attacked by US, Israel, or any other ally of the US. That is all. Kindly like and subscribe this channel.